If you find the right substance abuse counselor Pasadena, then you will definitely be on your way to recovery. There is no doubt about that. You can't do this on your own because there will always be people tempting you and you will always feel negative at one point or another, which will cause you to start up again. It is not just like a diet, but these negative feelings cause you to have a smoke, pop some pill, or have a drink. This is where a therapist will have to deal with the situation and really help you get back on your feet. Of course, you have to find someone to connect and feel comfortable with. Someone who is experienced is really going to help. It is useful to find someone who is specialized and knows what they are doing. They would have dealt with clients who have had the same sort of problems. Some of these therapists deal with alcoholics and some deal with drug addicts. Some addicts feel that a group is enough, but it is easier to drop out because nobody is checking up on you. It is important to note that you should continue with this support once you get home, otherwise you will most likely go back to your old ways. It is difficult to do this on your own because there will be negative situations in your life. This is why people always go in and out of rehab. You always hear of people doing well after rehab and then they hit a slump. These counselors will also work in a rehab center, and this will take on many different forms of counseling, where the patients will have one-on-one therapy as well as group therapy. Group therapy works well because it is something that the addicts will find useful, knowing that there are others in the same position. They will be able to become more open. They also provide therapy for the kids and spouses of the addicts, and this is really useful because this is something that not everyone thinks about. Sometimes the person who abuses drugs and alcohol doesn't realize what he or she has said or did. They need to restore these relationships that have been burned in the past. One also has to think of the family because this is also part of the problem and nobody realizes how badly they have been affected. This especially applies to the kids. Adult children of alcoholics suffer a great deal if they remember what happened in their younger days. As a result, they suffer with this problem their whole lives. They are not able to have as much fun as people their own lives. They take their life incredibly seriously and they have problems with their own relationships. This can be a big problem and these bonds need to be mended, otherwise this problem can carry on. Nobody wants to be in a situation like this, which is why a substance abuse counselor Pasadena is so useful.